All right, this is 1 Corinthians 8:2. And if any man think that he know of anything, he know of nothing, yet as he ought to know.
Right. All right, and with that, we're going to say Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Hey, we give all praises to
Yahweh,
by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Shai.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone to rule and teach well. Salutations to you sincere and humble brothers, faithfully and diligently pushing this word with fear and trembling through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, this is GMS Memphis Camp. We're coming at you tonight with a quick lesson, all right, on how we know not what we ought to know, all right? And we just going to let the scriptures speak. And Lord willing, all right, you brothers out there and you sisters out there that watch are edified.
All right, this 1 Corinthians 8, I'm started 1.
Come.
Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth.
Come.
And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know. But if any man love Yahweh, the same is known of him.
Right. So this knowledge, right, is not all about what you know. This knowledge is about your love for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And at the end of the day, if you love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the measuring stick is not how many precepts you know. All right? Which it is required that we know these scriptures, you know, that we study, that we occupy, you know, until he comes, and that we labor so that we can do what? Edify, give charity, as speaking in the first opening precept, 8:1. All right? Because the love of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is to fear him and keep his commandments. And the greatest commandments is, I let this brother, you know, love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, what? And love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay? So it's all about, all right, love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai by keeping his commandments, right? And how you treat your brethren, man. Okay? And how you treat your brethren is dictated by your actions, not by how many precepts you know, but how you apply these precepts in your life. Because if you're not applying them, then you're not gonna know how to treat your brethren, man. All right. Now, the title of this lesson is "We Know Not What We Ought to Know." All right. Because you got a lot of these guys out here, they know these scriptures, they know the precepts, you know what I'm saying, and they think they got it all figured out. They kind of get beside themselves and think they on some sort of level in this thing. But the truth of the matter is, man, the more we learn, the dumber we should feel. All right? And that's why the scriptures tell us that the more that a man learns, it's required that he humbles himself more and more. So you shouldn't feel like you smart. You shouldn't feel like you on some sort of level. You really should feel dumb, because the more you learn, all it is revealing to us how much you don't know.
That's right.
You know? So, hey, man, you got to realize that this knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is infinite. You go ahead and bring that out, bro.
This is Psalms 147:5. And it said, "Great it is the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know the great power, his understanding is infinite."
Right. So, great, right, is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Read it again, bro.
The greatness is our Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know the great power
Of a
his
great power.
understanding is infinite.
Hey, his understanding is infinite, man. All right. So there's no way that you can never get on some sort of level in this thing, man. Hey, we're going to keep learning and growing in this truth until we get into really forever. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say until we get in the kingdom, but really, even when we get in the kingdom, we still going to be learning. You know, we're gonna be on a far more superior level than we are now. But Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he has no peak. You know, he has no peak, man. This infinite reaches far. This knowledge reaches far beyond any level that our minds can even fathom or comprehend. You know, we're just really getting a small dust of the balance, man. You know, and that's how we should always look at this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Like, hey, man, we don't know nothing. We don't know what we supposed to know. We supposed to really count ourselves dummies, man. You know,
That's why he said, our righteousness is at 50 rags.
our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. You know. All right. I think the next precept on me, ain't it? Yeah, I'm gonna get Wisdom of Solomon, then you get the Proverbs with it. All right. All right, so this is the Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, in chapter 8, all right, in verse 17, and I'm going to skip down to verse 21. It says, now, when I considered the things in myself and pondered them in my heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality. See, wisdom is immortality. And what is immortality? Eternity.
That's right.
And the scriptures also in this very same book in Wisdom of Solomon, I believe it's the 6th chapter. Right. All right. Basically, it tells you that wisdom, by the means of wisdom, we shall obtain immortality. Okay. So it's not to be compared to anything else in the world, man. You know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we have, yeah, we supposed to hold it dear to us. But at the same time, we got to understand, hey, this is not our wisdom. This is the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's why when the scriptures speak, which the brother's about to get the precept, it tells us with wisdom, get understanding. And the principal thing that we need to understand is that this is not our wisdom. This is not our, like, we didn't come up with this. You know what I'm saying? You didn't make yourself wise. All right. This is a gift. All right. And the brother gonna grab that, and then I'm gonna jump down to 21.
All right. This is Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
And with all thy getting, get understanding. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can open your mind up to understand these precepts, but it's unprofitable to you if you don't understand who gave it to you. You get to getting all into yourself, getting lifted up with pride, thinking this your thing, man. You're gonna be destroyed by that pride. That's why he hates that pride, because it's all about acknowledging who your true power is.
That's right.
Who is the one that blessed you with that power. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 8 verse 21. Nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her, except Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai gave her me, and that was a point of wisdom also to know. That's a very heavy point to know, man. You know, you got these niggas out here that want to deny who taught them this truth, man. Because they want to be on some level like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai dealt with them solo, or dealt with them exclusively, you know, and he didn't set men up in order. Hey, this chapter is very heavy, man. Brothers need to read it, because one of the first things it says, matter of fact, if I got time, I might jump right back up to it. Salakia, brothers. Yeah. Wisdom reacheth from one end. This is Wisdom of Solomon 8:1. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doeth she order all things. So wisdom is passed out in an order, man. Starting with the elders and apostles up top. All right, all the way down to the least brother. This wisdom is spread throughout the earth through his men in a order. Wisdom automatically has order, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai set up an order of nations, and Israel being that top nation that he gave that wisdom to.
That's right.
That's why Israel is gonna get the kingdom, and Israel is gonna be an everlasting dominion. You know,
That's the breath of life.
that's that breath of life, that immortality. All right, back to Wisdom of Solomon, verse 21, chapter 8, verse 21. All right. Nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her, except Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gave her me, and that was a point of wisdom also to know whose gift she was. I prayed unto the Lord and besought him, and with my whole heart I said, and it carries on into Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 1. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of my fathers, and Lord of mercy, who has made all things with thy word. All right, and ordained man through thy wisdom that he should have dominion over the creatures which thou hast made. Who was that man that he ordained that to? All right, his chosen out of Adam, which is Israel. All creatures, meaning all nations, not just the birds and the animals, you know, but men also. He ordained that, man. All right, bro, you can grab, I think, yeah, you got the last one, bro. You want to get that in Sirach?
Yeah. This is Sirach 15 and 3. With the bread of understanding, she shall feed him and give him the water of wisdom to drink. He shall be stayed upon her, and she shall not be moved.
Come.
And she shall rely upon her, and shall not be confounded. She shall exalt him above his neighbor, and in the midst of the congregation shall she open his mouth. He shall find joy and a crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name.
Come, see, that everlasting name. All right. That him is talking about Israel, and that her is the wisdom that Israel is going to obtain, that's going to give them immortality. An everlasting name, an everlasting kingdom. Israel is that everlasting name that's going to have that infinite wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Infinite, meaning it's never going to stop.
That's right.
So you niggas just need to stop thinking that you on some sort of level, man. Humble yourself down, man. And on that note, I'm going to speak on the elder Apostle Ariamla, who has blessed us brothers being babies in this truth with his presence, and a perfect example of what humility is, man. Because he's one of the most humble brothers. With all that knowledge that he has, you can stand beside him and see it. You can see it. You can know. Going back to 1 Corinthians 8 and what's that, verse 3? Matter of fact, get it again, bro. Because this is what it's about, man. It's about knowing a brother's love through his character, through his humbleness.
Love is an action word.
Love is action,
That's
man.
right.
You gotta show it.
Yeah, and that's
They
a
can't
saying
say
in the world, you know.
Right.
You know, if you love me, show me.
Come
You know what
on,
I'm saying?
Yeah,
come.
you right, bro.
Yeah. So like it too, bro. I didn't mean to cut
You
you
good,
off.
Aki.
Yeah, you want me to bring it out?
Yeah,
again?
you can
Okay.
read it again, bro.
All right, this is 1 Corinthians 8
Started too, bro.
and 2. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. But if any man love Yahweh, the same is known of him.
The same is known of him through his character, through his humility, you know, through his humbleness, through his meekness. Because it said what? The meek shall inherit the earth. Not the proud, not the man who knows the most precepts, not the man that can break down the most precepts, man. It's the man that has that humble and meek spirit that inherits the kingdom, all right? Because they have that spirit that's ready to receive this infinite wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, that's all I had. Y'all brothers had something? All right, and with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to the men who taught us this truth, the elders and apostles, great millstone that rule and teach well. All right, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.